Hello, Mary. How are you doing tonight? Happy Monday. Right. Just getting the cards, making sure that they're all organized the way I like them before I get started. I am doing as fabulous as I'm gonna say. All right. All right, are you ready for the holidays? Are you celebrating the holidays this year, Mary? You have your Christmas tree up, lights, decorations, your shopping done, or nothing at all like me? Because I haven't done anything Christmassy yet. Hi, Dan. How are you doing this evening? You did make it. Woo woo. Girl, you're making it to the YouTubes. You weren't making it to the Facebook ones. You weren't making it to the Facebook ones, all right? Yes, taking it easy. I feel that, right? Yeah, for sure. I was just asking Mary, was she ready for Christmas, Deanne? Are you ready for Christmas? Are you feeling the Christmas, or are you a little bah humbug? I will take the fifth on this one. Christmas used to be my favorite season, but it's very different now. It doesn't have the same. All right. Good evening, Indigo Angel 7209. All right, I am just getting my cards ready. I'm going to pull for December really quick, you guys, for the collective, and then I'm going to go into your personal readings if you would like, your free channeled readings. You guys will definitely have to tell me what you guys are wanting to know about for sure. But first, let's pull for the collective and just go in there. Your bah humbug, I feel that. Bah humbug, you're not alone. You are not alone, my dear. You know, I probably will do what I usually do to kind of get me out of the funk is my oldest loves to watch Christmas movies with me. It's our traditional thing. We always buy candy and we just lounge and watch Christmas movies. We usually start off with Santa Claus and like all that stuff. You know, so that'll probably get me out of the non-Christmas funk that I'm in right now. I don't know, you guys. Everything is expensive. It's just, the energy is just dense. It's just, you know, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. All right. I don't know. So that's all I'm going to say. All right. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. We're going to look at December collectively. Okay, you guys, just bear with me. All right. And then we're going to pull on your individual readings, your individual guidance. I'm going to be on until 8, like I am every time I come on YouTube, okay? This month for the collective, please. All right, this month for the collective. I sprayed some Palo Santo. It smells delicious. All right. Collective love. Hearts. Oh, I love it. Oh. Hi, Hillary. All right. Oh, you guys. Okay. We may be starting this month off a little funky, all right? But it feels like it's going to end well. Or maybe Santa will love on us, right? I don't know. Okay. Hillary, I actually took your cards out, so I'm so happy you're here. Hillary is the creator of this amazing deck. the Outlaw Oracle. You should go ahead and get that. She will link her website in the link for me. But the Outlaw Oracle, so we'll actually be using this as part of the reading today. So, Hillary, glad you can make it. All right, you guys. Dendra. I can't play any music, so I feel like I'm just a little off. But it's fine. Oh, you watched the Santa Claus? You did? Oh, yeah, you gotta watch Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3. Yes, for sure. That is awesome. Okay. That is awesome. Collective. What is collective? December, please, Spirit. Give us some clarity. Give us some good stuff. I'm telling you, there's something good coming in. Tell me something good. Tell me something I don't even know. Okay. First of all, have faith. All right. Okay. I know that for some this is hard. All right. Hope, support, mindset, spirituality, faith. That's an interesting card because that is something that I'm working through is faith. All right. When we go through things in our lives, which I know many of you here are dealing with, I know that many of you here that are currently listening, not those that are going to be coming in listening to the recording, but those of you guys that are here right now that have received bad news, that have received disappointing news, that feel alone, that feel unsupported, maybe even unsupported in spirituality. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes we don't feel God. Sometimes we don't see God through our hard times, and faith comes through, right? And that's hard to grasp at times, hard to hold on when sometimes you just want to let go. You just want to throw in the towel. You just want to give up because you hold on to faith and sometimes things just don't work out in your favor, right? But I feel like with this card, this is for all of us to remember that we do receive miracles. We do receive support. So for those of you guys that have reached out, thank you so much. Right? We do find the hope. Right. And a lot of us are very spiritual. So I feel like that's a message for the collective just by itself. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pull the cards and let's see what December is bringing for the collective right now, okay? Well, look at that. All right. Money. The fuck? Okay, so that means money's not coming out. Money's coming in. I like the sacral chakra. It's funny because you would think that the money would be with the root chakra, right? Okay. But the flow of money. So for some of you guys, this can be dealing with scarce mentality. You may have a mother, because that feminine energy, right? You may be clearing generational curses of lack mentality, of scarcity, of not having enough money, of bringing more abundance into your life, right? A lot of you guys can feel more generous at this time because it is Christmas time. It is the seasons to be giving, right? But the abundance will be returned. So a lot of you guys this month in December are going to have a financial gain somewhere. Okay. So this could be an unexpected windfall of money. Your payments could be on time. So this can be where you may start seeing that spirit is really saying, hey, okay, here's your blessing, right? It may come in $5. It may come in, it may come in some coins, right? We're not seeing no $100 bills here. Okay. But finances are definitely shifting for the collective right now. And this could be happening within the next week. So around the 14th, 15th minute of the month, you guys could be seeing some financial abundance coming in. This could be coming in as a gift, or some of you guys just could be receiving a gift. Okay. Where's the chakra card? There it is. So we have family coming out for the month of December, you guys. Belonging, community, culture, tribe. Some of you guys, pregnancy, okay? Very fertile energy. Somebody could be announcing, a new baby coming in, all right? Somebody here could be getting pregnant, okay? Could be with a baby. Some of you guys could be birthing your creation. But most importantly, family is going to be at the center, which is usually what it is around this time anyway, right? Is family. a sense of belonging, community, culture, tribe. Some of you guys may be donating your time this year, giving to the community. I do like to do Toys for Tots. I was looking to volunteer this year, but with everything going on, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I do try to volunteer in donating donating a day of my time packaging up toys for kids around Christmas time. Sometimes I'll get and feed the homeless. Not really. I haven't done that. But I like to do more of the toys. I like to do that, donate toys or get toys together and find a place where I can do that. So family can be very, um, very focused point this month. So this could be around your children. It could be around your parents. Okay. So just know that family, that root chakra center is really going to be coming up. And then we do have the crown chakra. Okay. Divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. Isn't that beautiful? Right? Feeling that energy of divine consciousness, oneness with God. Like I said, sometimes we don't feel God, we don't see God. But I do feel like this month, that's what's going to be coming back, your connection with God, right? And this could be in the form of like financial abundance. Really go with the flow of how things are going as well with this month, with your sacral chakra coming up. And we do have the fishes, Pisces energy, right? Really go with the flow and trust, again, have faith that things are going to work in your favor. All right, energetically this month, you guys, we have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. That's the heart chakra coming up. So we do have another chakra coming up for the month energetically, but this is about opening, heart opening. So there is love coming up for the collective for this month, okay? So I don't know what that means for the collective, but energetically, it's beautiful. We have yin and yang. Balancing of energy, masculine and feminine, twin flames, soulmates, okay? Your own inner masculine, your own inner feminine balancing, all right? But this is definitely is, for some, you guys could be dating this month. You could be going on dates, okay? You could be meeting somebody this month, all right? But there's definitely the balancing energy. And I like this because this balancing is opening up your heart. So I do feel like that whatever has been going on, you guys, and this is also about heart healing, okay? So you guys trust that Archangel Raphael is healing your heart right now. So if your heart has been broken, if it's been disappointed, if it's crushed, if you're going through some healing, this is letting you know that Archangel Raphael is helping you heal your heart chakra, okay? All right, so you guys are learning to balance your inner masculine and feminine, knowing when to take action, knowing when to trust in spirit, all right? There can be a return of love for some. All right, so we do have Our Lady Apparitions Motherly Spirit. Okay, I like this because this really feels like this gives me this not Mary, but it gives me more of like my own mama. Not like a divine feminine, although that's what the feeling is. The mother energy is coming in with the sacral chakra, the flow, right? But I feel like for some, you may be connecting with your ancestor, your mother, your aunt. And that's coming in strongly because my third eye chakra is really being activated. So there's an ancestor coming through this month. You may be seeing an apparition. And what that looks like is like a hologram. It's really the coolest shit you'll ever see. If you've ever seen like a ghost or an angel or an angelic being, like in your physical eye, not your mind eye, it very much comes in like a hologram, like it's really cool. Yeah, because you have all this beautiful pink flowy energy. This is for a lot of you guys, this is that feminine energy, bringing it back to self, the heart chakra, right? Love, loving yourself, balancing your inner feminine energy. And then we have the wild hearts, which feels very masculine, right? So it feels very feminine and masculine, right? With Our Lady in the Wild Hearts, unbridled, adventurous gamblers, okay? So taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, moving forward, okay? And then you have the feminine energy, the softness, So really, this feels like, learn to be, know when to take action, know when to take a chance. And for some, this is in love. This is with somebody, that's going to be opening up your heart. I'm just feeling that energy for somebody here. Okay. I don't know. But this is like love, being adventurous, kind of like saying, you know, let go, like toss it to the wind, like fuck it, like take a chance, gamble, right? Like, and you know what I'm just noticing? I just paid attention. Like they're on a bike and look at her hair's in the wind. Woo woo woo. Oh my god. I wish I could show my sister-in-law this picture. Oh, this is so hilarious. I was talking to her about my puppy love. Anyway, like when I was in school and my ex was talking about, oh, you used to flirt with your ex-boyfriend or whatever from like elementary, like junior high. And I did openly flirt. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the story really quick, okay? So I was talking to my sister-in-law like literally 5 minutes before I came on, and we were talking about how it was funny because I was like, yeah, I openly flirted because I needed validation, I needed to feel good, and he was like, oh, Dender this, Dender that, Anyway, and we stopped talking as soon as I got married, and respect and everything like that. But I openly flirted with him, and when my ex was, because we had to be around with all of the things that have been happening with my kids anyway, so he was just mentioning that, and I was laughing because I was like, yeah, he told me one day, he was like, Calgon, Dendra, I'll come and take you away. And I was like, yes, take me away, take me away. And I was like, and it was a picture of the motorcycle on the bike, and I jumped on the bike. Anyway, it was hilarious. And I did not notice that, but that's hilarious because that's that feeling of like just jumping on the bike. Okay, I would not have jumped on the bike with him, but he probably was a plan B, just keeping that real, right? Because I had like this nostalgia for him anyway. I was young or whatever, and still kind of dealing with wounded energy. But this energy of being on the bike, if that makes any sense, like I feel like this, like two people is here, right? It's like letting caution go, not caring what anybody else thinks or anybody else says, just going with your heart, and being guided by the divine feminine within you. All right, that was a lot. Okay, I didn't mean to like get down with that. All right, let's go in. Okay, we have the divine feminine coming out. I mean, energetically this month, the divine feminine is you. Okay, so like I was saying, that yin and yang. Some of you guys may be seeing cardinals, apples, all right? Fruits of your labor is coming to you. There's some abundance. I probably can't show that because I think it's YouTube. I can't show nudity or something like that, right? The crescent moon, trusting your intuition, all right? Knowing when to rest, okay? Knowing when to rest. Look, you guys, chivalry. I'm telling you, there's somebody here, right? There's somebody coming in offering you guys like love this month. Love. I don't know. Love, you guys. So there's could be an offer, there can be an apology, you know, um, I'm telling you, the masculine and feminine here, there's some sort of connection, there's some sort of coming togetherness this month. It could be Christmas, it could be the season, right? That brings hearts together or allows you to open up your heart and be open to love, be open to chivalry, right? Because I hear some women are not, which I do not understand that shit. All right. Open the door for me anyway. Queen of Coins at the bottom, you guys. Queen of Pentacles energy here. Okay, so just a lot. You guys are very empowered this month, so I know that it may feel like shitty in the beginning, but I feel like there's definitely some changes that are coming. Okay, we have the Knight of Coins coming out, the Knight of Swords, not our favorite card. Okay, because that's stress, anxiety. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the King of Cups. Okay. So money stability is coming in. Some of you guys have been worrying about that, feeling unstable. A lot of you guys could be working hard, working on your goals this month, really staying focused. I like this energy because although she's focusing on a new foundation this month. So I feel like you guys have decided to let a lot of things go. The anxiety that could be coming in could be coming up earlier on in this month, but I feel like towards the middle of this month, you're going to be more stable. You're going to be kind of knowing what to pinpoint, what to take out, what not to, what to plan for your future. Right? You're going to be taking action towards your future. Some of you guys are going to really have to work through the barriers. There's some sort of barrier for some of you guys, and this could be home situation, whatever it is, but this is a mental energy that I feel like you guys are overcoming this month. I feel like you guys are going to finally break free. of this energy, of this restriction, of this constraint, this doubt. And this, for some of some of you guys have been struggling with a headache, a migraine, this heaviness in your head. I'm feeling it all on top of my head right now, right? A lot of worrying. It could be over money, situations, foundations, you know. But the sun, you guys, is right here. It's coming. The blessings, all of the things that you want and desire is coming. The stability that you want is coming. Heavy earth sign energy here, okay? King of Cups energy, that unconditional love for self. For some, there's the love, right? There's the king. Okay, for some, there's a King of Cups coming in with an offer. For some, this could be anxiety that could be giving you. Is this real? Is it stable? Right? Is this what I want? You've been working hard on your own. You've been kind of pulling your energy back, being in isolation, focusing on your goals, focusing on your dreams. But this energy kind of may have always been in the back of your head. What else for December? And we'll go ahead and close out December in just a minute, and then we'll go ahead and I'll take your names. Listings. All right. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so the Five of Pentacles, Five of Coins, right? Worrying over money, over finances, the scarcity. Okay, this scarcity energy that I feel like a lot of you guys are. I feel like this is generational. I feel like you may not realize that you are clearing generational lines over scarcity, over money, over a lack of abundance. You may have grown up struggling. You may have grown up poor, or people may have considered you to grow up poor. You may, keep all of your money to you, not spending because you're afraid of not having enough, right? But you're clearing that generation. You're clearing the lines. It's like the last bit of that this month, because I feel like 2026 are showing me like March, April, June, everything is moving in your favor. Everything is moving in unison. And this was like maybe not training day. This energy was for you to see, maybe even paying more attention to how your family was, how your friends were, how the people around you, or the people that you aligned with, how their mentality has been, right? And that may be changing something within you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I love this, you guys. Cycles, changes, tools. She reminds me of the magician energy, right? Coming all the way full throttle at the halfway point of her journey, right? That heart chakra, butterflies all around her, transformation that's happening. Okay, so I feel like, give yourself a couple more days, you guys. Get through this weekend, I feel like things will be shifting by like next week, I feel like things will be shifting by like next week. You may feel like the opening, or you may get the communication or the answer or whatever it is that you are looking for. But I do feel like next week is going to be that opening. So kind of get through this week, because I feel like coming in next week, we have the Ace of Coins. Remember, I told you were focusing on your Ace of Coins. You were focusing on your abundance. This gift from God is coming in. The stability, a new job, money, an offer, a real offer, a date, whatever it is, right? But here's what I love about this particular card deck. You don't need anybody. This doesn't feel like you are depending on anybody, right? You're fully kind of in this independent energy of like, you fucking know you can do it. Like nothing is going to stand in your way. Like you're breaking through change. You're breaking through the blocks. You're breaking through the barriers. You may not feel like that right now, but you are breaking through it. The Fool's Journey and the Ten of Cups. You guys, this is December's reading, okay? This is December. Now, I mean, for some, okay, I'm just gonna, can you see that? You see how he's all over her? Somebody here is getting lucky this month, okay? I don't know who, all right? But somebody here is getting lucky. All right, Dendra is sexually frustrated, but it's definitely not her. It's definitely not her. But somebody else here, I'm feeling in my sacral regions, is getting lucky. So, congratulations on getting some nookie or something. All right, somebody here. Listen, let go, okay? Whoever is here that may be feeling anxious and be like, I don't know, you know, jump on, ride them cowboy, all right? Let them take you for a ride, okay? Wild hearts can't be broken, unbridled, adventurous, you're gambling, but you know what? Take a fucking chance, all right? Some of you guys, it's favorable. Ten of Cups is here, so it is, whatever the gambling is favorable. All right, now let's get to your readings. Let me know. I hope you guys all enjoyed your December. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. There is a giveaway. I will be picking the giveaway on December 15th. So make sure that you comment on the videos or posts that I have up to be entered into the giveaway reading. All right. Let's go. Let me get my pen. Let me get my pen and my paper and let me start taking names. Okay. Let's go. Who wants a reading and what you want to read it on? We're all up night to get lucky. Yeah. Oh, we should. I wish we could say up all night to get lucky. Up all night to get lucky. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Up all night to get lucky. That was great. Very general. What's next? Hillary, I already got my reading. No, you better ask, girl. Very general. Up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. Aww. Somebody can't join. That sucks. Yeah, this Mercury, I don't know if you guys are still under fire for the Mercury, but I feel like I'm still under fire. Like, literally. So it's been a somewhat exhausting on that. All right. Very general. Don't I have more people here? All right, I only have 3 on my list. 3 is on my list. I have Indigo, Deanne, and Mary. Those are my 3. I feel like I got 3 people here visiting, but I only got 3 on the list. So let me know. Bree says she wants a general reading. Okay. Deanne, I got you, babe. You got what's next. But I feel like, so I got, oh, okay, so Susu, I will put you on the list. Let me know what you want, because I can see your messages as soon as you're coming in, okay? Denise, what would you like me to do a reading on, babe? Denise, what would you like me to look into your forecast? All right. Oh, you guys are so sweet. It was beautiful. I don't even remember what I said. I don't even remember what I said. All right, general reading for Indigo. Denise. All right. All right. What spirits messages for you right now? No. Specifically, what would you like to know about your estranged husband? Is he holding money against you? Is he hiding it? Or you just want to know about your financial situation? If you're going to leave your husband? I get it. I get it all, Bree. Attachment is at the bottom. And general. you want to be added to the list, babe? Ooh. Okay. Oh, damn. Am I staying in marriage? What financial? Okay, separate. I don't understand. Am I staying? Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for that, Denise. Anybody else on the list? Okay, Bree. Indigo. Sorry. All right, your chakra coming out is guts instincts. Trust your intuition, knowing, sensing, and trusting, right? The lion energy, especially. So, this is about definitely your solar plexus chakra. So this isn't going to be something that you're going to feel intuitively. You're gonna know this, right? You're gonna sense it. So trust whatever you're getting, because you're meant to make a decision. You have indecision here, right? Left or right. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I move? Should I not? Should I quit? Should I get another job? Like, these are where it's at. And what Spirit is saying is trust your intuition, because it's gonna lead you to the sun. Right. So the sun is here. The sun is about new beginnings. It's about brand new starts, new job, love, abundance, blessings, right? It's the best card to get is the sun, even on the energy basis. So this is leading you to the sun. And then we have victory, right? So you may feel like you may be feeling a little stuck, but if this is maybe moving, a new job, situation, whatever that is, right? Whatever you're feeling indecisive about, trust your gut, because it's going to lead you to victory. It's going to lead you to the sun. I love this. Okay. Because this is like really good energy. So you may be feeling conflicted about something, but this is about really just trusting your gut, because the sun is here. Okay. Above all else, trust your gut. So we have pioneer, trailblazer, explorer, long haul driver. Okay. So this makes me feel, and one of the things I'm noticing is that his glass is is not really full. All right. So I feel like you've been on this long journey where you feel very depleted at this time. Okay. You are a trailblazer, right? And I feel like you are exploring your spiritual nature. You're trying to, maybe even find your way, your direction on the spiritual um reason, right? And so, but this feels like here that this feels like it's like I'm tired. There's energy of being tired, okay? Feeling depleted, like not getting your cup full, all right, at this particular time, even when you're on this journey, right? It could still feel like, I'm not getting fulfilled. I'm not pouring into myself. So I would encourage you to pour into yourself at this time. Interesting enough that you got our card, Our Lady, that we received for December, right? So this would also be significant to your reading, okay? So this is Apparitions, Motherly Spirit. And this can be about healing a mother wound, okay? And we talked about being moms, right? The hardships of motherhood. So this definitely can be about healing that, being patient, being really gentle with yourself at this time. You can really be connecting with spirits, really a lot of feminine energy, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. You could be connecting with Isis, like goddess energy, but it feels a lot more softer. And it feels like what is being needed right now is for you to be held. There's this feeling of needing to be held by the mom, which I don't feel like is something that maybe you got in your youth, because you've had to be the trailblazer. You've had to kind of hold it all together. You've kind of had to pour into yourself, to depend on yourself, right? To be something for everybody else. Right. And I feel like this is about you being really gentle with yourself. Okay. And really giving yourself kind of that motherly love that you may be desiring and missing right now. Okay. And then we have the good thinking man, heartbreaker, silver tongued, and smooth. Now, this is making me really fucking thirsty, because Bud Light is my beer. Okay. So I'm just going to throw that one out there. All right. But heartbreak, silver tongued, smooth feels like you need a drink. You need to have a nice drink. You may not have a beer, all right, but I do feel that you need a drink. This is making me feel like I need to go have a beer. I need somebody to go buy me a beer right now and bring it to me. Um, Jesus, why did the card have to have a bear on there? I haven't had a bear in a minute. All right, so I feel like you need a drink. I feel, what this, it feels like. It feels like there's softness for you that's needed right now. There's gentleness, there's softness, there's a lot of feminine energy that I feel like is needed, that is needing to come to you, right? However that is, if that is you pouring into yourself, you mothering yourself at this time, whatever it is, I feel like this is about you really being a lot more gentle, and really moving into that femininity, that divine feminine energy, okay? We have the Nine of Wands coming out first, right? And this is about carrying a heavy load. Okay, carrying a heavy load, carrying a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of stresses. And again, that depletion that I'm feeling from this, right? This cup that's not completely full, right? It's not completely, like, even though you may have drank it, you're still thirsty, right? And so it feels like there's that burden that you're carrying right now, okay? And it's heavy. And you've laid down a lot of wands. You've laid down a lot of your burdens. You laid down a lot of those things, right? They're being extinguished. They're not as, they're not lit up as much as they were. Some of them are gone, right? They don't have flames attached to them. So you've done a lot of work, right? You've done a lot of releasing, but there's still burdens that you're carrying, right? And there's still this last one that's a little bit heavy, okay? And that's why there's this pause energy, the Hanged Woman that's here, about surrendering, letting go, right? Not maybe having to make a decision, just letting things kind of unfold the way that they're supposed to, surrendering, right? Finally allowing the last release, the last bit of it, right? Whatever that looks like to you, whatever it is. It could be financial, it could be, the kids, it could be life in general, whatever it is. It's like, okay. But this also is about the gentleness that I'm talking about, the flow, right? The letting go, the release. The World, okay? Love it. It's one of my favorite cards out of this deck, because you see how she's blossoming and blooming? Like, you see how she's so magnetic? You see the crown on her, right? That's illuminated in this beautiful white dress, like she's getting ready to marry God, that divine consciousness, right? Coming into union with the divine within you, God, the God source within you, right? And that's what I feel like. You're finally in that last bit of surrendering, right? Letting letting your last bit of wounds of what you've been carrying down, finally surrendering in that oneness, that unity with God, right? That consciousness, being crowned as the queen. Okay, like your ascension energy. This is like very ascension energy, being grounded like the tree, right? But look at the abundance that she's carrying. Look at the abundance that she's getting ready to be blessed with, right? And it's because she's the queen of her throne. She knows that she's one with God. And then we have the Queen of Cups, right? Trusting your intuition. And who is this? This is you. Right? This is you, Queen of Cups, water sign, and so this is representing you, intuition, again, getting crowned, receiving your crown, right? Stepping into your divine feminine essence, trusting your intuition, right? So you don't have to, the decision that you may be trying to make, I don't feel like you need to make it so much. I feel like you're going to be, once you surrender and let go, things are just going to flow for you, right? It's like that last bit, okay? It's like God knows you're tired, okay? And it's that last bit, but you're doing too much masculinity. It's all about that feminine energy, really moving into femininity, okay? Hope that resonates for you, Bree. Alrighty. And we have Deanne. That is next. What's next going on? And I think I saw somebody else come in. Love, light, and treasure. Yes, I will add you to the list. Love, light. Let me know what you want a reading on. Light and treasure. Okay, I have Susu on the list. I'm just waiting to see if she's going to comment and let me know what she wants me to do a reading on. She is watching me. She just can't join, which I do get that sometimes. But I can see her messaging me when she's hitting me up. So, all right, Deanne wants to know what is next. And then I have Mary for a general. Okay. All right, Mary. Deanne, what is next for Deanne? Hillary, are you wanting a reading? Are you still here? I didn't even see if she wants reading. I love that deck. Yes, This deck is probably my favorite deck because it's just, it's fucking women. It's like woman, goddess, power, energy, like fucking chakra wisdom tarot. It's like beautiful. It's my favorite deck. It's like when I like tune into it, I love it. It's one of my favorite decks. All right, Deanne. Deanne wants to know what is next. You're welcome. General. Thanks, Susu. You're going to be after love, light, and treasure, okay? Interesting. Okay, let's see cards want to go together. Okay, for this month. Question is about December. All right, babe. Interesting that you guys energetically are still getting chakra cards on top of the cards. Appreciation. Interesting. Well, Spirit, I don't know if she's going to go with that, but we will try. Okay. Because you know that that's exactly the meaning of that card to me. But alrighty. They're blocking my throat chakra because I'm being a smart ass. And God didn't like that. Oh, God did not like that at all. I was just joking. Really, I was. I'm gonna give her the message. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's not the thing we always want to hear. All right, Deanne, let's go. Okay, so we do have the first chakra out, insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation. So right now, this is really about going in, okay? Tuning out, all right, and tuning in, and look at her third eye, wide open, right? So really trust your intuition. There's a lot of understanding that's coming through in meditation. There's a lot of understanding that's coming through, especially about the heart chakra, right? Look at that being illuminated, being, like just illuminated right here. All right. And she is really tuning in. So she's not listening to anything else. She's not listening to anybody else, right? She's really tuning in to seek the answers from within. Okay. So what is happening right now, this spiritual awakening, and we do go through those often in our journey, even though we think that we've gone through our big one. Okay. Yay. We go through multiple. All right. But there is this energy where spirit is giving you the answers, right? So that you can understand what is happening, what is taking place, right? There's something about self-evaluation, looking at the thing, because you have responsibility at the bottom. Self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, fulfillment. There's something about your personal responsibilities that I feel like are being evaluated right now. Like, what are your priorities in life? What do you really prioritize? What has real meaning? This is also about self-esteem, right? So when I see this card, it reminds me that there's a confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride that's coming through. But there's usually a lack when I see this card. There's this feeling of a lack of self-esteem right now, a lack of confidence, a lack of self-worth, right? A lack of self-love, and being prideful. Pride to ask for help, pride to let people know what's going on, whatever it is. And this is that activation that's happening. The activation that's happening in your solar plexus, because you got two solar plexus cards that are showing up for you, right? To activate your solar plexus, to activate you so that you can have more confidence within yourself, so that you can start moving more into self-love, pouring into yourself, filling your cup, self-worth, right? Okay. And then you have these two cards that came out together. Communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection. I always see this as telepathic communication, connecting with spirit. This never feels like communication with world. And you also have the mind coming out, that third eye chakra. So you really are having a huge third eye activation right now, Deanne. All right. It's like spirit is helping you to open your third eye so you can clearly see, right? Look at that. The universe is here. openness, flexibility, imagination, learning. So this is about really meditating, really connecting with spirit, okay? Communicating with spirit, because spirit is communicating with you, all right? There's an exchange of expression that spirit is communicating. You see the lotuses? They're not fully open, but they're almost blooming. So like you're almost making it out of the mud, the hardship, right? You're going to see the bloom, okay? You're going through a cycle right now, right? That spiritual awakening cycle, connection. But really connecting with spirit. Birds can have meaning to you right now. Flowers, butterflies, okay? And you can also be having telepathic communication with somebody on the physical world as well, because these two coming out bring me into connections with people, other people in your life at this time. Energetically, you have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This is about emotions. It's the sacral chakra. It's about flow, really tuning into your emotions. So your emotions are maybe needing to be recalibrated or balanced, or you need to allow your emotions to come out. All right. This is the card that they threw that throat chakra on appreciation, okay? Because whenever I see this card, it literally means what it says, to have appreciation. But I kind of know what you're going through, so it's kind of like, really, you want, this is the card you want to have appreciation for what you're going through, Deanne. Appreciate the shit, okay? Because that's what it is, and that was me being a smartass with spirit, and they didn't like that. They they didn't like it at all, which is rare, but it was really because I think they want you to appreciate. There's something here that is going on in your life for a reason. And I think this is about reevaluating. Maybe this is about reevaluating relationships, really taking heavy stock on relationships that are not aligned or serving of you. Where are you pouring your energy? Where are you depleting yourself at, right? What does this look like? So I feel like this is where Spirit is saying is that you may not appreciate what is happening. We so oftentimes don't really appreciate what is happening because sometimes it really fucking sucks. It just does. So, like, okay. But Spirit is saying with this card is that there is an appreciation that they want you to have of the journey, because where they're trying to get you to is the door to personal healing and happiness. And where Spirit is saying is you're here, right? You're on this side of the door, this side of the window. Here's the oasis. Here's the lotuses. Here's the rainbow. Here's the magic. Here's the healing. Here's your happiness, right? But you're here. You're on this side. And so the choice is yours. Do you want personal healing and happiness? And I do feel like this is about what Spirit is trying to show you with that third eye chakra. Okay, I always want you guys to give me a whole bunch. I mean, sometimes I just feel like I just want you to give me like 2 extra cards. All right, good-hearted woman. Respected, understanding, easygoing, and stable, right? This is you. You are a good-hearted woman, which means you deserve to have good things. You really do deserve to have good things. You really do deserve to have the love that you give to others poured back to you. You deserve to be seen for the good-hearted woman that you are. And I'm sorry that at times that doesn't always happen. We have the cactus here, endurance and longevity. When you think about the cactus, you got to think about the thorns, right? The protection that it has. It has to protect itself, right? It's also in the desert. Satiation, dryness, right? No water. And so the cactus has to endure a lot in life. Sometimes they're not satiated. Sometimes they're not having to go through a lot, right? The endurance, longevity, the painfulness of your life, right? And I think what Spirit wants to remind you is that you are a good person, that this is not happening to you because you're a bad person or that you did something wrong. There's something here that Spirit wants you to move through, okay? So we do have the Three of Swords, okay, coming out for you, Three of Swords, heartbreak. But one of the things that I love is, so you have a lot of solar plexus. What I want to tell you is that you have a lot of activations going on in your third eye and your solar plexus chakra. This was one of my favorite Three of Swords card. You want to know why? Because her heart is outside. Her heart is not that affected. right? It's actually outside. It's a little bit more protected and guarded when, as she's going through disappointment, as she's going through some pain, right? So I feel like you're holding strong in the area of the heart center of the disappointment, of the heartbreak, right? And I feel like healing the heart outside, because you see all the flames that are happening, there's healing that's happening, right? But it's not happening within, it's happening outside. So I feel like the things that are shifting are going to be a lot of external circumstances, because you do have the Fool here. That's a new journey, it's a new beginning. So, and this is rooted, right? This is a very grounded energy. I mean, look at how our roots are embedded as the tree, right? Anchored into the ground. Okay. So even though the Fool represents taking a leap of faith, look at what she's doing. She's grounding herself in. Okay. Right. And she's working on healing her heart center, that expansion, the illumination that's here. And it's again about external. I feel like this is very physical. This is about situations that are happening in your everyday life that are needing to change. The scales are going to balance. There's the Justice card. So if there's a contract you need to sign, if there's a legal lawsuit, if there's something going on in your life that has anything that has brought injustices to you, justice is being served. Okay, I love this. The scales are balancing for you. All right, so this is good energy. And then we have the Queen of Wands, badass. This is boss energy, standing in her power, confidence. Okay, so spirit literally is activating you in these areas to sit in the Queen of Wands energy. Right, she's a badass. The Queen of Wands is the most badasses out of all the queens, right? She don't fuck around. She don't bow down on nobody. She don't take nobody's shit. She knows who she is. She's a boss. She stands on her throne. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, she's nurturing, she's loving, she's stable. Okay. Queen of Cups, ooh, she's so loving, she's super giving, could be self-sacrificing. Queen of Swords, she could be a bitch, but she could be cutthroat, but she's very direct, she's authentic, she gonna get it. The Queen of Wands, she fiery. She's magnetic. She is a healer. She is the phoenix. She rises out of the ashes. Okay. So this is where Spirit is saying you're being directed. So you have the starting point of the Three of Swords, disappointment, all this stuff, but this is activating your solar plexus chakra. This is a new beginning. Okay. But something here is changing, is bringing in more structure, more financial stability. Something is shifting, but you're standing strong on your own. There's an independent energy that's coming through with you. Okay. All right, Dan. That's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will talk to you later. All right, Mary, she wants a general reading. Mary is next. Hi, Letty. Yes, let me know what you want a reading on, please. General. All right, who do I have next? Denise. Love, light transcends to Letty. Just letting you guys know you guys are on the list. All right, Mary. Merry Christmas. She probably hates that. She's probably like, I hate that shit. Why do everybody gotta say Merry? Huh? It's always gonna be Merry Christmas. Oh. Hey, General. Everybody is definitely getting a chakra card. Okay. Mary, are you in a relationship with somebody already? Just wondering. Mary. Because if Mary don't have a man, she's about to get one. Okay, well, you about to get one. Him, her, I don't know, whatever your preference is, okay? But there's definitely some sort. I think you're one of the connections that I saw coming in for this month of December. But because this is general, girl. All right, I don't know if you're looking for one. I don't know if you're leaving one. If you've been having dreams about one. I don't know. but you got a lot of love in your reading. So let's go. All right. So we have the first card out, love, Mary. We have the dog, love, kindness, benevolence, sharing, receiving. Okay. So I feel like love, sweetie, is definitely for you. Okay. What I'm getting, because I'm getting a scratch on the back of my neck right now, I feel like you've thought that love isn't for you. Maybe you've had lackluster in love, kissed a lot of frogs, a lot of toads, you know. I'm getting a lot of snakes. I don't know why, but I just saw some snakes slithering in the grass, you know. And so I feel like you're just a very kind person, and I feel like you're ready to receive the love that you're so deserving of. I feel like, I don't know if you had a relationship, but I'm getting two. So I don't know if you had two main relationships or the last one was 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago, but there's a level of two here, or that lasted for 2 years. But I feel like that was maybe very triggering for you. But I do feel like the next person that's coming in is going to be either a dog lover, if you're a lover of a dog, or very loyal. Okay. And so be open to what's coming in from spirit. You do have visualization. So I do feel like spirit is saying for you to hold on to your vision of love and family. If you don't have a family, like you're wanting kids because you have family coming out here, right? And I really feel like this is like, I really feel like this is where spirit is saying, like, whatever your vision is about love and family connections, soul connections, soulmate, it's coming. It is yours, Mary. Like, it's here. It is yours. Right? So if you had doubt about love, if you had doubt about having kids, you have to, right? You know, if you've thought that it feels like this love is real, it's going to be in the physical. First chakra, Archangel Michael, right? With the carrying connection, like Two of Cups energy here. So it's all of this energy feels very much like this is a message from spirit saying, Mary, you're going to have love. You have a soulmate coming in for you. Okay. He's going to be very strong. You guys may work together. You guys may meet through a friendship group or something, or a family function or something to that effect. But I feel like you're also going to have dreamt about him. Some sort of, you know, hair, color, height, smell, something about him. I feel like you're going to dream about him before he comes in, like right before he comes in. I feel like your dreams are going to be very significant, be very telling, or you just wake up and be like, why did I, you know, like I met somebody, and I feel like that's coming in. I do not feel like this is going to be far off for you. I really feel like what spirit is saying, this is coming in within the next, I want to say like two months, you know, less than a year, like less than 2026, your love, I feel, is coming in. All right. I feel like they're going to be very stable, very stable. Like they may have earth sign energy in them, but very loving. Okay. So I feel like for you, this is just spirit saying, Mary, you got love. Okay, you have a soulmate love, a soulmate connection. We have moonshine, homemade illumination. He may like moonshine, all right, or she or he may like moonshine, right? Whatever that looks like, you know, or you may like moonshine, or they may make some moonshine, okay? You know, I don't know. We do have the good timing man here, heartbreak, silver tongue, smooth. I don't feel like this is, I feel like this person and you are going to like to have a good time together. That's what I feel. Whether that's drinking or not drinking, I do feel like he's going to be a good time person. I feel like you guys will have some fun. I do feel like this is spirit's message, Mary, that you're going to have some love. He may be a little bit older than you, by the way. All right, so we have the magician coming in. Yeah, this is like visioning. Continue to envision it. You're tired of it, right? Like you're tired of kissing the frogs, kissing the toads, having the snakes. You're looking for stability. You're waiting for that. It's like you're not waiting, but you know that it's yours and it's coming in. And I'm telling you, sweetie, it is. You have the Knight of Coins. There definitely is an age difference with this particular person. So whether you're older or he's older, you know, be open, girl. Okay. Be open. You know, be open. Love is love. Okay. The Ten of Coins. I love this. Look at that. That's like the ten of Pentacles. Happy, family, stable, real shit, Mary. Like it's not in the ethers. It's not in your dreams. It's not a fantasy. Okay. The shit that you want and desire. Do you see them? Do you see it, Mary? Do you see it, Mary? Say yes. You see it? Scream it. I see it. Okay? All right. All right. Yes, this is you. All right. This is you. Happy family. 2. And I'm seeing 2 kids. I don't know. All right. There you go. You're going to magnetically attract what it is you desire. You're a boss. Look at that Queen of Wands. I love it. Listen, you guys, I'm not going to repeat myself. I already told Deanne what it was. You already heard it. You already know how I feel about the Queen of Wands, all right? She's the phoenix. She rises from the ashes. She's a boss. Now, you may be his boss, okay? You may like to whip it. Okay? I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have for you, Mary. If you enjoy the reading, and you have not done it, you make sure to subscribe to the channel for further updates. I would love to hear feedback. Again, there is a giveaway, so if you guys want to be entered into the giveaway, make sure you guys are listening to the readings and commenting on any of the readings to be entered in the giveaway. I will be pulling the names on December 15th and announcing the winner for the free reading. All right, so Miss Denise, you are next. All right, Miss Denise, let's go. She wants to know about her estranged husband, finances, and she leaving or she going? Let's go. Let's just get the energy. Miss Denise. Right. Letty wants to know about her future man. All right. Yeah, I was actually gonna. So everyone keeps asking me to come back on video, which I don't want to, but miss my face, whatever. So I was thinking I would do maybe 1 live video this month on YouTube. And I was trying to find one of those little wheels that you turn around and then you open it up, and then doing a giveaway reading for oh, you get a 3-card pull, or you get a 5-card pull, or you get 1 card pull, or something fun for everyone that comes in. I don't know. It's just an idea that I had. All right, Denise. Oh. The fuck? Well, that shit is not clear as fuck. All right, so I'm gonna say this. Ooh, I got chills. They multiplying. Okay. The first card out, Denise, is deceit. That's why I asked, are you wondering if he was holding finances back or something about that? Because I was just picking up. So I wanted to make sure when I'm doing that. First of all, the first card out is deceit. So he's lying. All right. One of the things that and this was the first card out. That's why I said, what the fuck? Because you cannot make that type of shit up, when it comes to readings, if that makes any sense, right? So yeah, that he pulled the friggin' deceit card, no fucking lie, he's deceitful. Okay, he's lying. Whatever it is, he's not being truthful, he's not being honest. Okay, so if you were thinking or feeling like he wasn't being honest, he's not. This may be surrounded around money, legals, home, finances, situations, because the first chakra, Archangel Michael, represents the physical attributes of our life. It represents our finances. It represents our home. It represents our family. It represents stability. It represents safety, right? And so he's lying about something dealing with stability, finances, home, family. But what I love is the victory card for you. The victory card is favorable. So if you are going through a legal lawsuit, if you are dealing with some financial situations, you are going to be in favor of this. There is victory for you. Okay. So, this reminds me of the Libra energy. The scales are balancing. Okay. We have blossom abundance for you at the bottom, right? So blossoming abundance is that your abundance is not here yet. Okay. This is where things are still blossoming. And I always feel like this is happening around March to spring energy. So I don't feel like this is something that's going to be coming up right now for you. I do feel like things will be shifting around springtime. Okay. So look towards March for that blossoming abundance to come through. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. Let's go a little bit into the tarot now, because we already got the deceit card, girl. So I don't know. So financially, I'm feeling March. I hope that answered your question on your financial situation, okay? If he's hiding money or any of those things, well, if you're feeling that he's not being honest and truthful, you can't get any other card than that, all right? I'm just saying. You guys are going to get back together. I think that was your next card. Guys, get back together. There's a pause right now. between, there's definitely a pause, and I'm kind of wondering, okay, are one of you guys an Aries and one of you guys Taurus by any chance? Fire and earth sign? Just out of curiosity, before I move further, I'm just going to ask for some clarity. Taurus and Virgo. Okay. Because we do have the Hierophant, which is the Married card, the Hanged, Energy, the Emperor. The husband is here. I'll clarify some more. You wanted to know if you guys are just staying together? Let's say. Oh, I don't. Well, this can go either way. Okay. This can go either way, depending on, I would say, however you want it to go. You have the Six of Swords here. All right. The Six of Swords is about moving away from drama, obstacles, but I like the energy here for you guys. The Fool and the Four of Wands. So, here's the thing. I don't know if you want this relationship to work, right? Okay. You guys may need some counseling, and I would advise that. He may not be into it, like I tell everybody, make the fucking appointment. Show up to the counseling session. If he doesn't show up, you keep showing up to the counseling session. You show up to the marriage counseling session with or without him, right? If you want to save your marriage, because I don't believe divorce should always be the first outlet. I just don't. I was with my ex for 25 years. Had he wanted to do marriage counseling, had he wanted to make it work, we'd probably still be married, and we'd be celebrating our 10th anniversary being married and 28 years together, right? So that's not the case, right? That was not the case. But if somebody is willing to try to work it out, I would definitely encourage you guys maybe to get some counseling. Counseling is great. You guys learn some tools to really do that, okay? But I do feel, with counseling, you guys can make this work. You got the Four of Wands, which is commitment, it's family, it's the full energy, all right? He just could be really stubborn, you know? He could be really stubborn with his Emperor energy, because this is who he's representing, right? So he could be really stubborn, very stoic, not very warm in the energy, okay? But this energy here leaves me with the Six of Swords. I feel like you guys, if you guys can get some counseling, if you guys could talk to someone, the Hierophant, get some guidance from somebody, right? He could just be holding back his feelings, I mean, I'm not really going, but he could be holding back. I do think he's holding back something financially, though. It could be protection or guarded, but I don't feel like there's another woman. There's not an energy here of an outside party. This just feels like he's not being honest or divulging information. But I do feel like if you guys could get some therapy, some counseling, some guidance, the Six of Swords is here. It's very promising. All right, with the Fool and the Four of Wands energy. This is about new beginnings, commitment cycles, celebration, home, family, So I really like this energy with the Six of Swords, okay? So I do feel like you guys, I do feel like there's a pause with the Hangman here. There is definitely a pause in the connection. There's definitely a pause of surrendering, all right? That maybe both of you guys may have to come to a compromise, all right? Maybe go on a vacation together, all right? Maybe get away. Yeah, but I mean, overall, pretty decent cards here, you guys. So I do feel like, there may be a chance for you guys. Taurus and Virgo. Oh, you guys are going to counseling. Okay. Authentic change. Well, the thing about it is whatever is going to occur, it feels like with the Six of Swords, you're moving away from the drama. You're moving away with the obstacles. You're moving away from the chaos. You're moving to calmer waters, which is what you guys are needing. The Fool and the Four of Wands here, right? So I don't know what you mean by authentic change, right? But it just feels like this is a little bit more promising energetically. All right, Denise. Love, light, and treasure. What did you want me to focus on? Love, light, and treasure? I think, did you say general? Love, what do you guys want? What do you want? What you want? What you want? What you want from me? Oh, I forgot to put in the oracle, Denise. Denise. Oracle, this is my love card. Worthiness. Hmm. For Denise. I'm waiting for love, light, and oracle. Love, light, treasure. Worthiness. I feel like this is whatever is going on is for you to remember your worth, Denise, okay? Whatever it is for you to remember your worthiness, what you're worthy of, okay? Overall energy. What am I letting go and welcoming the new season? Ooh, good one. Let's see. What is she letting go of and welcoming in the new season? Is Miss Denise letting go of and welcoming in the new season? Mindy. It is easier. But you guys come in with all these awesome names, and I'm like, okay, who is this? I'm like, which one are you? So, all right. And I sometimes like, oh, you're the one that commented? Okay. All right, Mindy. Okay. What is Mindy letting go of right now? Yeah, what is she letting go of? I love this. I love this question. What is she letting go of? Okay, and what is she welcoming in the new season? You guys know how much I like this card. Okay, welcoming the new season. Interesting. Well, Adjacent Possibilities is here for the new year. All right. So that means a lot of doors will be opening for you. Different opportunities will be coming up for you in the new season. Some doors will be closed, though. But remember, those were not your doors. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if you were letting go of a connection that you had telepathically, spiritually, because the seventh chakra is here with the man holding a coin. And this too coming out feels like a spiritual connection. It feels like a spiritual, how we talk about that twin flame, soulmate, spirit wife, spirit husband energy. But this feels like this is what you're letting go of, right? Maybe you're letting go of the connection, letting go of the attachment, the illusion, the fantasy, the want or desire of it, or even the focusing of it, right? Or you may just be letting go of the outcome, right? Or the person in itself. But what do you have coming into the new season is rest, meditation. I do feel this is more isolation energy for you. In this new season, what are you welcoming? I feel like it's going to be more of soft era for you. Mindy, I feel like what's coming in is you're going to be nurturing yourself. You're going to be very much into, I feel like not everyone is going to have access to you. I got chills. I feel like you're going to be very protective over your energy. I feel like you're going to be very in tune with spirit in 2026. I feel like this is going to be probably the more spiritual you'll ever be, being in tune with spirit. I feel like you're going to really connect with the divine. Remember that divine consciousness I was seeing coming up for the collective. I don't know if you missed that for the collective reading for December, but it was that beautiful, chakra card that was really coming up. So I feel like rest and rejuvenation, this also can bring up healing for you. So you may be going through a lot of healing times where you may have to do a lot of rest, okay? This is not a lot of moving energy as well. But we do have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, which is moving energy. This is activating your solar plexus chakra. So you're going to be activating for more confidence, okay? A lot more confidence. So you're going to be very much more confident in this new season, right? Like I said, boundaries are going to be there. I just feel like this is very more isolated. Like I don't feel like you're going to share your moves. You'll be moving in the shadows, you'll be moving in the dark. I don't feel like you're going to be posting as much. I don't feel like you're going to be sharing as much. I feel like whatever journey you're going to be on in this next season is really yours. You have the appreciation card as well coming out, right? And, like I said to Deanne earlier, that this is really about appreciating the journey, appreciating things. But there's a difference in this energy that I'm looking at and really tuning in with her, right? It feels like you are appreciating every part of the journey, including this. What this person or this situation or whatever this connection was, because that situation brought you to knowing your worthiness, knowing you didn't want breadcrumbs, knowing that you wanted the real deal, knowing that you want to be chosen, knowing who it is that you want, right? Trusting in your own intuition and your guidance, knowing when to pull your energy back, knowing when to give. You know, this year you're going to be very much more balanced in it, and it is, you're going to have a great appreciation for whatever this situation or this lesson was. Okay. All right, let's go into releasing. Yeah, you definitely are releasing a connection. You definitely are releasing. It feels like twin flame. I don't know if you're on twin flame, but if you resonate, it definitely feels like you're releasing that. And what is, yeah, yeah. I said it. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I don't even need to pull no cards, Daniel. Stop pulling cards. You don't need to pull no fucking cards. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, literally, you're releasing. This is it. I mean, the man holding a coin, seventh chakra archangel, whatever the spiritual connection is, the Four of Wands, that's spiritual connection. That is twin flames. That is soulmate. That is, and but look, she's not with anybody in the Four of Wands energy, right? She's going at this alone. She's finally let go. And I know sometimes that that's hard, you guys, because I know it's hard and I get it. I completely get it, right? But when you can finally just say, you know what, I accept the situation for exactly what it is. I accept what is being shown to me, not in Delulu land, you know what I mean, but 3D world. And I'm operating from that lens. And you know what? This situation, this journey that I was on, this spiritual connection, this 5D situation, this person that I thought was my person, maybe they are, maybe they're not, but I let it go. And I'm opening myself to love. I'm opening myself to abundance. I'm going to open myself to opportunities, right? And I'm not going to hold myself back, waiting, you know, in desiring for this, right? I want the real thing. Okay. And so this is a huge transformation that you're going through. This is a very hard exit that you're doing right now. I'm so proud of you because you're really healing. You're trusting and having faith in whatever this is, right? You're releasing the attachment, the outcome, the person, whatever it is. It's like, okay, God may have shown me love. Maybe it's not supposed to be with that person, but that love that I was shown, that love that I felt, I'm supposed to have that. You're going to feel yourself like you're overflowing in abundance here, right? This beautiful star energy. So, you know, God is saying, like, hold on to your heart, have faith. You're going to go through this healing time, right? But you're going to come out so much more better. You have the Hierophant, trust in divine guidance. Your third eye chakra is open. Okay. So definitely trust in divine guidance that's coming through for you. The Four of Coins, girl, let me tell you, you definitely are holding your energy back. Like I said, like you're not, this next season, you are not accessible. You know, this energy right here does not, it's not necessarily isolation, but for you, I just feel like this energy is like you're wrapping yourself up and like, nope. No more. And the Four of Coins is I am holding my resources, my energy, my money, my time, my effort. You don't get me. You don't get to access me as easily as you once did. You don't get to talk to me. This is for everybody. And a lot of the times, you guys, this is what this journey is about. Your masculine or your feminine is meant to shine that light, you know, trigger the fuck out of you to where you're like, I don't want this shit. I don't want to feel this way. I don't like the way this person makes me feel. And that literally shines a light on everybody else in your life. Everybody else in your life that's holding that same energy. They trigger that, right? Their appreciation. Thank you. And no thank you sometimes, but thank you, right? Because this is what ends up happening. You end up isolating, you end up pulling your energy back, you end up leveling up because of the trigger shit that they did, right? And the healing that you had to go through, right? Of walking away, of letting things go. But you're definitely not going to be accessible in this next part of your season. Now, you do have King of Wands and the King of Coins coming through, girl. So I feel like this is you in your masculine energy. this year. I don't feel like you're in, I feel like you were in your feminine energy. And this is, remember how I was talking about the yin and yang balancing? I feel like this is you and your masculine energy. And I also feel, my love, you have two new suitors that are coming your way, fire and earth sign. Okay. But I do feel like you do have a wands energy, and you got pentacles energy, stable energy. All right. So I do feel like you have two suitors that are coming up in the season because you finally let this go. You finally released this. You finally let it go. But again, you're not going to be, the lessons that you learned from this. Okay. The lesson that you learned from this. Right. The lesson that you learned from that, girl, I'm telling you, listen, you may be mad about this, like, being that energy, right? This person triggered the fuck out of you, but this shit is to open you up, girl. So not even that. So two suitors are coming up your way, all right? But also you are in your energy, all right? Stable and fiery. You're the phoenix. You're going to be in money, so promotion, stability, financial gain. That's coming up in your next season. Magnetically attracting what it is that you desire. If you're an entrepreneur, entrepreneurship, all that shit. All right. So, go girl. All right. That's your next season. So what you letting go, I like it. What you coming into, I like it even more. All right, Susu, who's on in the ethers listening, and then I think is Letty. All right, hi Diane. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, I got about 30 minutes left, and then I'm headed off. All right, let me know what you want. Let me know what you want the reading on, babe. What you want me to focus on, Diana? All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, Mindy. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you have not yet, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for further notifications, as well as I do book private one-on-ones. All of my information is listed in somewhere right now. And what else I want to say? Make sure you guys are commenting on the videos to be entered into the free giveaway. Okay. So remember for that to be entered. All right, Susu, you're next. Susu says she wants to know what is going on for December. And then Letty wants to know what is going on with her finances and her new boo. You got a new boo, girl? We got a new boo. Ooh. All right. All right. Susu. She wants to know what is going on for December. If you guys missed it, I did do a collective reading for the collective in the beginning of this recording. So when the recording uploads, make sure you guys go back and listen to that. All right, Susu. So I was going to put the cards down, and Spirit told me to show you the bottom of the deck. Forgiveness. Okay. Letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. Those are big ones for you. All right. For this month of December. So I like your chakra cards that are coming out for you. Let's go ahead and pull some more oracles for you really quick. Oh, you don't have a new boo. Okay, so you were just hoping. You want one? Girl, I want one too sometimes. I'm just horny right now. That's all. It's been a while. 3 years, something like that. So I'd be thinking about it, but I don't know if I want to share. I don't know if I want to share my bed, my space. I don't know if I want anybody to see me with my acne, my pimples. I just don't know anymore, I just don't know. It doesn't excite me like it used to. It sounds like a mission. I could just, Ginger is actually just tired. That's what is going on with Ginger. All right, Susu. December. Oh, Susu, definitely make sure that you listen to the collective reading. You do have a couple of the cards that are here for the collective, okay? And then, all right. Nice. Okay, so Susu, your two chakra cards that are coming out, I like it. We have insight, okay? So that's what I was saying. I do believe that we had the third eye chakra coming out for the collective for this month of December. So for this month of December, Susu, understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation, this is a lot of energy that's coming in about opening up your third eye chakra, okay? This feels like, what I'm getting is the vision feels like it's coming in very clear and then getting blurred, clear and then blurred, clear and then blurred. So I feel like for a moment you see things clearly and then it gets blurry all of a sudden, right? So I feel like spirit wants you to take a step back. I'm getting like you need to take like, that 6 step back, 6 feet back when we used to do for COVID. That's that feeling is you need to take some step back and really sit with spirit, like taking your 3D self, whatever it is. So this can be dealing with kids, family, situations, dynamics, right? And so this really feels like taking a step back and coming from a spiritual view, not so much as the physical eye view, okay? And then we have desires. This is one of my, when I was talking about sex, this is very potent, sexual energy, goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. This is really about indulging yourself this month, okay, Susu? This really is about being indulging yourself. No, 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 no. Give me the key.
David.
Key. Give me the key, boy. Give me the key. Give me the key.
Not yours.
Give me the key.
David.
Give me the key. Give me the key. Thank you.
Like, what?
I know.
Where's the underwear at?
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna be in the
Johnny's?
shower, yeah.
I thought I brought them right there. He's got Johnny's right there on top of the basket.
Oh, right here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I already left his towel there for him.
David, mom got towels. Say, what do you say to mom?
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, buddy. All right, so this really is about indulging yourself. And I really feel like this is masculine, feminine energy because you do have the yin and yang coming out, balancing your inner masculine, your inner feminine energy this month. So I do feel like you're going to find that by indulging, like doing whatever the fuck you want this month. This isn't going to be about anybody else, right? This isn't going to be about, like making everybody else happy this month. This really feels like Susu. What does Susu want? What is she craving? What passion? What is she desiring? What is her goals? What is her fulfillment, right? Get naked. I don't know what this is, but it's like take your clothes off, get sexual, get sensual, I'm really allow your sacral energy to like really be activated this month, okay? Because I really feel like that's an awakening for you. We have the thinking man coming out, right? And I feel like this is really about thought process. Again, that masculine energy, feminine and masculine energy, okay? Thinking masculine, feeling feminine, right? Release the thinking constraints and really go into feeling this month. I really feel like that's really the energy of what spirit wants you to dive into, is really feel into your desires, your cravings, what it is that you want. Really allow spirit to guide you, right? I feel like you may think a lot. I feel like you may think logically, like, okay, well, I'm supposed to be like this, or I'm supposed to add this, or I'm supposed to go here, I'm supposed to do that. You could say no, right? You could say no, I could stay home, I don't want to go, right? Okay. And then we have the North Star. I think you just spoke and I missed your message, so I'll have to, when I come off of the live, I'll have to see what you said. So we have the North Star, guiding light, direction in life, values, right? And that's what that isn't that what I'm talking about? Ultimately, isn't that what I'm talking about? Like the North Star, let spirit guide you. That's the GPS to your soul, right? The North Star, you want to move into the north direction. You want to move away from the south node and you want to move to the north node, right? Purpose, right? The guiding light, the direction in life, right? Your values, your desires, what it is that you want. You could say no. You don't have to go. You don't have to show up. You don't have to do anything for anybody else that you don't fucking want to do this month. This is about you, okay? This is about you. Knowing when to move, knowing when to relax, that yin and yang energy, right? That balancing the masculine and feminine, the fortune teller. That third eye chakra is really activating this month for you, all right? So you got the fortune teller, okay? Seeking guidance, invocation, crystal ball energy, pendulums, right? Water, fire element, whatever that is. But this is really practicing with your own third eye chakra, doing maybe some exercises, doing some meditations, doing some guided meditations, okay? To really try to activate your third eye this month, all right? All right, let's go into this month. Yeah, do the fuck you want this month, okay? Word up. Okay, you know what I'm saying? 4 of Cups, all right? This is like missing opportunities, offers, boredom, not being happy. Like I said, living for everybody else. This month, it's not like, it's about you. It really is about you. It really is about you doing things for yourself. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. All right, so this is about thinking, like a lot of thinking. Should I, shouldn't I? Being conflicted in your head. No, you shouldn't. If you don't fucking want to, don't. Right? The Knight of Swords is here. Okay, Knight of Swords is about taking action, making a decision. Right? Riding off into the oasis, the desert, running away, okay? You know what I'm like? Being the lone wolf, okay? Like, that's this energy. It feels like stay home. I don't know why that's coming through, but if this resonates for you, if this is like, I'm supposed to be going to family this month, I'm supposed to be showing up, I'm supposed to be donating my time, I'm supposed to be, and you don't want to, you want to get on your motorcycle and you just want to be left the fuck alone. You want to go somewhere. You want to be by yourself. That's what Spirit is saying for you to do. You want to go on vacation? That's like in Hawaii? Go. It's probably not the time, but you get what I'm saying, right? This is like, don't think about it. Feel. What is your desire? What do you want? Right? Live. Like, really enjoy life. Okay? This month. You have the Tower energy. I'm going to pull on that one because I never will leave you with the Tower and not know what the fuck it means. But the Tower usually is a big shakeup. It's an unexpected event. It's an unexpected twist of event. I do like the Sun coming out though, because the Sun comes out, which is a great card. The Sun is the best card that you could get for December, Susu. It's like, boom. Don't matter what you're going through. If the Sun comes out, sun will come out tomorrow, tomorrow, da 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 da, tomorrow. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sing because y'all know I'm a horrible singer, but you get what I'm saying, right? The Sun. Okay, so even if you have this energy here, by the end of this month, the Sun is gonna come out for you. All right. Let me go ahead and just pull on the tarot, the Tower, the Tower, the Tower, the Tarot. Oh, love. Ooh, shut the front door. Well, okay now. Listen, this can be the start of self-love, like embodying, I love myself, I'm not doing it. This can be the start of meeting somebody. I don't know, all right? But the Tower is something unexpected that's happening. And with the Ace of Cups here, it's a good unexpected thing that's happening this month for you, Susu. Do tell when it does happen. All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much. All right. Who is next? Letty is next on my list. And then it's Diana. All right. Letty, she wants to know about her boo thing. No, I'm joking. All right, Letty, let's see what's going on. And she says, okay. Letty says, what? Let me go back to your comments. I missed some stuff. All right. Okay, so you don't have a boo. Okay. But I want one. All right. Thank you. I just took a final. Oh, you took a final for nursing school. Congratulations. Oh, okay. What's coming next for the next 6 months? I love it. Yeah, I feel you, girl. I don't know, like, I hear, I don't know. I hear people fight a lot, and I don't understand why people fight. Like, what do people fight about? If you don't have kids together, if you don't have bills together, what are you fighting about? And I mean by, like, bills. If your bills are paid, everything is good. Like, what are you fighting about? I don't understand. I don't have the energy for that. I don't know. I don't know. I think that, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop. I don't know if I'm like, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I don't know. Letty, let me stop. Letty. Oh my God. Oh my God. What am I asking? What does she want? What do you want? Let me go back. Fuck me. What did Letty say? Letty said, Dendra, you tripping. Oh, there she goes. My future man and my financial situation. Okay. All right, let's go. Tell me about Letty's future financial situation. Answer one question. Finances for Letty. Okay. And a man in 2026. Okay. All right. Okay. Financial ability right now. Okay, so you're tied up financially. Okay. Tied up financially. That's
Go downstairs.
not right. Sexuality, but a shining beauty. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that right there. Financially. I don't think I want to use the search for that. No, I don't think I do. I pulled from it twice and I was like, I still don't feel it. Okay. Financially. All right. Let's do this one. All right. Okay. All right. Finances. Ability. Okay, so that was something that was there. What's up with you? Are you tied up with some guy or something? Or like, are you in business with somebody? Or oh, I don't like this energy. Okay, well, let's see. Your next boo is not going to be a good boo. Okay, I don't even know. All right. So financially, this is really weird. So you have that you're all tied up with some sort of finances right now. Like money's not coming in, something is stuck, but you're tied to the devil, which is addictions, attachments. There's some sort of attachment that's here, okay? You know, I don't know what that is, but whenever I see this particular devil, it just feels like somebody is not for me. Okay? Somebody here maybe guiding me, giving me wrong advisement, you know. The Ten of Wands, heavy burdens, financially, right? The Hangman, there's a pause. Like nothing is moving. You have the Knight of Cups, but this feels like distraction energy when it comes to your finances, right? So I don't know. Like, is this somebody that you work with? There's something going on here, but it feels like there's distractions, Letty. All right. So I don't know how true that is or what that is, but there's just when I'm looking at it, and it feels weird because I would think that this would be finances and this would be relationship, but it's not. I keep tuning in. The next dude that you're gonna you know, I don't know if you've already met this guy at work. I do feel like this is a work related situation. This can be even finances situation. I don't even know. But you have this energy of this guy. I didn't like him when I saw these two cards, and these are not bad cards, but for some reason I was getting the throat chakra. Like there's something about this person not being truthful. And sure enough, I got the Seven of Swords being the first card out, and that's the least truthful card. The Moon is hiding feelings, and this is somebody that you work with, the Three of Pentacles. So the next dude that you're going to end up dating, he's not going to be very, he's not promising. Let me just say that. So I don't know if you already are interested in somebody right now, and somebody has caught your interest, and this person is, because this energy kind of feels almost similar. So it actually feels like this energy is a distraction for you already, and it feels like you may be going in this way, but this doesn't feel like this person. So let me put it this way. Your next boo ain't a good boo. Okay? Ain't a good boo. You know, you may meet through a friendship group, okay? But there's a lot of hidden shit here. I mean, he hides shit. You know, there's the Moon energy, and then there's the Seven of Swords. That's just some hiding shit. Look at that full moon, just hiding. You know, so yeah, your new boo, not a good boo. So boo-hoo. We don't want that one. All right. So the next guy you're gonna be dating is not gonna be a great catch. It's gonna be very short, so I'm not worried about it. You're not gonna be heartbroken about this. It's gonna be like a hit and miss type of situation. You're gonna be single again, all right, and loving yourself, okay? You're not gonna be worried about none of that shit. You may be worried about will you find love. You will. All right. It's just going to be in some time, but you're getting your shit together. I think right now it's your shit together. But anyway, listen, I do feel like somebody over here, I do feel like you're distracted. I feel like when it's coming to your money, you got something dealing with some outside parties. Okay. This could be some dick. This could be something else, but I do feel like there's a little bit of a distraction. Okay. So I do feel like you're a little bit distracted. I don't feel like money is flowing to you right now. So I would not anticipate this particular month and this particular time money is coming. But I do feel like it is going to, it is going to get better, if that makes any sense. But I just don't feel like that's happening right now in this moment. Okay. So, it's just kind of like ride the waves of the financial situation, the financial burden. But there's definitely something here that you're needing to release. It could be fear or doubt, whatever it is. Whenever we got the devil coming out here, it's just never really good energy. Especially if we're looking at finances. It could be somebody withholding finances, somebody that's you're working with that's not, it could be a lot of different things. But every time I see him, and the devil usually is the devil, but this is just you and the devil. Usually the devil is you and another person here, right? But the devil is the other person. So that's what always concerns me is when I see this, is that you got somebody in your camp that's just not for you. There's, you got somebody, you got whisperings in your ear, if that makes any sense. Negative whisperings. It could be yours, it could be somebody else's, but there's just negative whisperings here. All right. So that's all I have for you, lady. I hope you enjoyed your reading or not. All right, Miss Diana. Miss Diana wants to know what is next. Let me see, what does she say? I try to take my last one. I want to know what's coming for the new year. 6 months. Okay, she says in the new year. 2026 for Miss Diana. You're welcome. Yeah, that's a lot of distractions, babe, for money. Like if this is your doubt, right? Like, then definitely try to bring more fun into it. But it's definitely studying your finances. Okay, definitely studying your finances, Letty. All right, Diana. Now, did I miss anybody else here? Just want to make sure, because Diana's gonna be my last one. 2026. 2026. Okay. 2026. Oh, yeah. Definitely listen to the collective reading if you get a chance to. 2026. That card has been coming up for a lot of you guys. 2026. 2026. Okay. Well, it's more stability is coming in. Balance. I like this. Definitely a balance. New beginnings are coming. You're going to feel more connected with God, with oneness, with yourself, intuition. You're going to be like more confident in yourself and in your skill sets. Okay. I do feel like the month of February is going to be the kickoff. April will be the next part of the kickoff. And then I feel like the remaining of the year is going to be like balancing the scales out. But I do feel like February is going to be like the new beginning or a new start for you. We do have shelter, safety, and nurturing with this home. I always look at this as very much a sanctuary, being very isolated, being very much in rest mode. Nurturing yourself, feeling the warm safety. So 2026, I feel like you're just going to be kind of buried in, maybe at home, kind of in your little nook, kind of starting the year off like that, like not really on big mode, but this is very much of an expansion. This card came out for the collective for this month, right? This is like the activation happening for this month. Interconnection, expansion, one is with like one of my favorite cards, because it just feels like one is with God, like that crown chakra, all that beautiful energy just flowing into our crown, right? And then the insight, the third eye chakra, right? So it's like the third eye here, more understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation. So this is going to bring in more balance for you, Diana, this year. Okay. So you do have the angel of balance coming out, the pyramid of Giza, maybe taking a trip somewhere, might not be bad. That could be coming up for you, is what you're needing. Maybe it is to take a trip. All right. And so this is really about finding the scales and balancing, bringing some balance back. All right. Really kind of just enjoying and relaxing this time, this little hermit energy is what I'm feeling. Really connecting with yourself. We're moving into the north direction, which is all about hibernation. It's all about, it's all about, isolation being by yourself, getting grounded, connecting with spirit, connecting with yourself. It's like you always have this end of the year review. Although for me, the end of the year isn't there. The end of the year isn't March, when springtime comes. But for other people, it's like the end of the year. So people will have the end of the year review where they're thinking about all the things they didn't do in 2025. I don't think that's going to be you. I think you're going to be looking back and thinking about all the things you did do in 2025. Be so proud of yourself and know that it's your time to rest. It's your time to kind of be in this little, curled up in a blanket is what I'm seeing in front of the TV, and not caring, like not having a worry. Like, nope. I'm tired. I've done enough this year. I've done enough. I'm relaxing, Don't call me. Don't answer. Oh, yeah, I love this. Oh, yeah. 2026. Great. The High Priestess. The Ten of Pentacles. Yay. The Fool. Yeah. So, you're starting this year off, right, in the Four of Cups energy, which is emotional despondency, emotional boredom, contentment, discontentment, not so happy with life, just really bored right now. Like, what do I do? What's next? What can I do to have fun? And that's that feeling of like, what is on the agenda? And then you have the Ace of Cups, love, opening love, self-love, right? Filling your own cup. Okay, you definitely are going to be isolating. You're not going to be easily accessible, and that's purposeful. I think Spirit moved you into that energy for a reason, right? So that you can take stock of what areas in your life that you haven't been happy or fulfilled in, what areas of relationships that haven't been showing up for you. You're going to be making moves to like remove people. You're going to make moves to take a trip. You're going to be making moves to do things for yourself. You're not going to be really dependent upon people. You got the Nine of Cups. Like, you're moving from not being emotionally happy to moving into 2026 at the end of the year into emotional happiness and fulfillment. This can also bringing the Emperor energy, which is bringing a masculine energy, okay? The High Priestess, your intuition is going to be on point this year, all right? The Ten of Pentacles, okay? Stability, connection, right? And the Fool, a new beginning. So you're definitely embarking on a new journey for this year, okay? So very new beginnings are coming. That's bringing financial stability. That's bringing in a new love, all right, for you. And I do feel like this is going to be the first part of the year. All right, so that's all I have for you, Diana. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Oh, she said, I feel my boo. Her boo is coming. Well, I say sex is coming too. So that's your 2026. All right. You may be the one to get some nookie. You may be someone to get some nookie. But you're definitely meeting somebody that you're compatible with. Okay. And soulmate. All right. So you definitely are meeting somebody that you're compatible with this year. And there's a soulmate connection, Diana. All right, my love. I will see you next time. You guys all enjoy your weekend. Thank you all for joining me. Make sure to leave comments and to be entered into the giveaway. I will see you guys all next time. Trust the process and trust the journey. Bye now. Oh, girl, a doctor? Girl, yes. I used to have crushes on doctors. A doctor. But I don't like their hours. That would be the only thing. And, yeah, I don't like their hours. And they usually cheat, but that's a whole other story. It's like Grey's Anatomy, like 10.0, and it's not a lie. But, anyway, a doctor girl, yes, a doctor. But who knows? I would not be surprised, okay? I would love to hear about your connection. All right, girl. I'll talk to you later. Bye.